It's official. Fickle Dems have finally bailed on the collapsing Clintons. By truthfeednews.com. Over the weekend, Fox News' Tucker Carlson pointed out that the Clinton family has been in charge of the Democratic Party for 25 years now, and noted that lately Democrats seem ready to wash their hands of all things Clinton. 25 years ago, this month exactly, Bill and Hillary Clinton took control of the Democratic Party, and they basically ran it with few exceptions ever since. It's been a long time, said Tucker, who noted that the party is ready to move on, citing Democrat Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, who recently said that Bill Clinton should have been held accountable and resigned for accusations of sexual misconduct against him in the 1990s. Tucker pondered the future of the Clinton family. The Fox News host went on to examine the relationship between the Clinton family and former friend and DNC chair Donna Brazile, as well as the Clintons' relationship with the liberal media, all of which have soured in the past year. Tucker also made a point to discuss the fact that many Democrats, such as Senator Gillibrand and others, have essentially used the Clintons for power and are now abandoning them, which he called contemptible. I think that senior Senator Gillibrand is basically treating the Clintons like the Clintons treated women. She used them and now she's discarding them, and I think it is contemptible, said Tucker. Let's take a Clinton dynasty crumbles.
Well, good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson Tonight. 25 years ago this month exactly, Bill and Hillary Clinton took control of the Democratic Party, and they've basically run it, with a few exceptions, ever since. It's been a long time. Here's a look back.
I still believe in a place called hope.
I accept your nomination.
I experimented with marijuana a time or two, and I didn't like it, and didn't inhale.
You could put half of Trump supporters into what I call the basket of deplorables.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
I can state unequivocally that, as my husband has said, these are false allegations.
It depends upon what the meaning of the word is.
Yeah.
The great story here, for anybody willing to find it and write about it and explain it, is this vast right-wing conspiracy.
What difference at this point does it make?
I feel your pain.
This was the biggest nothing burger ever.
Thank you, and may God bless you and the United States of America.
If you're a recent college graduate, that's your entire life. That's how long the Clintons have been in control, a quarter century. And for decades, they've held control because they and their acolytes have ruthlessly stamped out numerous charges of sexual harassment and assault brought against Bill Clinton. Suddenly, out of nowhere, that's no longer working for them. The society-wide backlash against sexual harassment by powerful producers, actors, and politicians has finally turned and bit the Clintons themselves. Just yesterday, Democratic Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, she's the one who filled Hillary Clinton's New York Senate seat when Hillary left it to become Secretary of State, said that Bill Clinton should have resigned during the Monica Lewinsky scandal. In response, Gillibrand was blasted by Hillary Clinton's longtime spokesman, Philippe Brains. He tweeted this: "Over 20 years, you took the Clintons' endorsements, money, and seat. Hypocrite." But Senator Gillibrand is not alone in turning on the Clintons. Liberal blogger Matt Iglesias, who's defended them for years, who works at Fox, he now says the president should have resigned back then. At an event in Miami, former DNC chair Donna Brazile, also very close to the Clintons, says that Bill Clinton's accusers deserve to be heard. Where's this coming from? What does it mean other than the end of the Clinton era, finally and completely? Chris Hahn is an attorney. He spent years working for Senator Chuck Schumer of New York, a longtime Clinton ally, and he joins us tonight. Chris, thanks for joining us.
Anytime, Tucker. Thanks for having me.
I'm not going to pile on the Clintons. Actually, I'm going to say something that I didn't think I would ever say. I agree with Fleet Brains in this case. I think that Senator Gillibrand is basically treating the Clintons like the Clintons treated women. She used them, and now she's discarding them. And I think it is contemptible. Wouldn't you agree?
No, look, I mean, she's got a good opinion, and I think it's a good voice that needs to be heard. And let's face it, Tucker, I think that opinions on some of the things that happened in the 90s have evolved dramatically in this country, particularly in the last 10 months or so. And I think that there's people looking back on what happened, not just with Bill Clinton, but Anita Hill and Justice Thomas, with a whole new light, and they are looking at.
No, I don't. I mean, if I were much younger, you might be able to pull that over on me, because I'd be like, really? People didn't worry about rape in the 1990s, but I was there, actually. And Justice Thomas was never accused of any physical contact of any kind. He was accused of saying sexual things to Anita Hill. We can debate whether he did or not. But he was never accused of assault in any way. Bill Clinton was credibly accused of forcible, violent rape by a woman who was not a political opponent. She was a Democrat. And she told a bunch of people about it at the time, and she was attacked by fellow Democrats, dismissed by the press, and made to feel that she'd done something wrong. That was wrong then, and it's wrong now.
Correct.
And what I find infuriating is all these people attacked her then, and now they're like, oh, well, standards have changed. No, rape's always been real. It's always been that.
I agree, Tucker. I mean, you're not getting any argument with me. And you look back on it now, and there's a lot of disgust when you look back at that, both from people on the left and the right, and the way things were done towards women who came forward with allegations. And I think the initial instinct that is happening now for women to be believed until they're not is probably the right way to go. And I think we're going to see more of that. And I think it's empowering for women. And I think that we're going to see less sexual harassment in the workplace, and we're going to see women move farther up the chain, because I think having more women in power is going to stop this altogether, and I think that's a great thing for America.
That's total nonsense.
That's
first of all, that's nonsense. Social science doesn't back you up, and there have been studies on this, and they don't say what you say they say. But moreover, Hillary Clinton just ran for president a year ago. She's married to the guy accused of rape, and she attacked the women who accused him of sex crimes, and she didn't do it in the 90s. She did it last year while running for president, and she's still denying it. So she wanted the most powerful job in America, and she's attacking the women. So how does your theory work exactly?
Tucker, on the Clintons, I love them. I think Bill was a great president. I think she would have been a great president. They are no longer going to be the leaders of the Democratic Party. That is very, very clear at this point. In about a year and a half, we'll pick a new nominee to run for president, and he or she will be the leader of the Democratic Party going forward until they're not president or until they lose the presidency.
No, you're right, and that's an interesting conversation. No, I agree with you, and actually, I would love to have a longer conversation about which wing of the party is ascendant at this point. But we need to, and I don't want to do a week of sex stories about the Clintons, because they're off the stage. I agree with you. I hope this is the last one we ever do.
They're gone.
I agree with you. But Michelle Goldberg at the New York Times is not gone. She has a column there. She's totally fraudulent, a fraudulent feminist. She's writing this, quote, because of Broderick's allegations, Bill Clinton no longer has a place in decent society. Now, we can say Bill Clinton's off the stage. Michelle Goldberg's not off the stage. She still has a platform, and people listen to her and take her seriously. Where was she a year ago? These allegations are 20 years old. Why should we let Michelle Goldberg, this ersatz feminist, off the hook for just now recognizing rape is wrong? Like, why should I forgive her for that?
I've seen Michelle Goldberg. I don't think she was writing a column for the New York Times in 1996.
She was defending Hillary Clinton a year ago. I read her stuff. She was defending Hillary. Well, I'm vote for Hillary.
Well, look, Tucker, you're going to hold Hillary Clinton responsible for her husband's crimes? That's ridiculous.
No, I'm not actually. And by the way, I'm being as honest as I can be.
Michelle Goldberg?
Because all of us knew. I'll tell you exactly why. Because Michelle Goldberg and lots of other people on the left thought it was more important that they have power than that some woman get justice. Okay, fine, but you can't pretend to be a feminist simultaneously, which is what people like Michelle Goldberg, and it's not just her, it's the entire feminist establishment that covered up for his crimes because they wanted him in office. And I just think they should be held accountable for that. Not the Clintons, they're defenders.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I think there's been a major evolution in this country And I think that's a good thing, and I think things are going to change, and we're not going to see these things covered up and swept under the rug.
So last year, people
that is not necessarily good for the current president.
People didn't think rape was a big deal last year during the campaign.
Notice he went in and said, the current president? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
The Democrats were the party of women, but you're telling me they didn't take it seriously last year.
Tucker, the person who was accused of rape was not running for president last year.
His wife who attacked the woman who accused him was.
She was never accused of rape. She believed her husband. That was her crime, Tucker.
She didn't believe her husband for a second. And don't insult my intelligence. She attacked the women who accused him. I was there. I covered this in 1998, and she led the charge against Monica Lewinsky, who did nothing wrong. She was like a kid, and Mrs. Clinton is the one who said she's a stalker and a nutcase and don't believe her. She did that. It wasn't just believing her husband.
I think, look, Tucker, I think Monica Lewinsky is owed an apology by a lot of people.
Yeah,
myself included. And I think everybody on the left and the right who attacked that woman and painted her with a scarlet letter when she was just a 20-something star-eyed person. I feel that there's nobody in my lifetime who I feel was treated worse than her politically.
I agree.
think that's something that needs to be rectified right away.
The FBI ought to apologize to her also. They sweated her. They threatened her. She didn't do anything wrong. I mean, she was a kid, she's an intern. But I agree, there are many people responsible for wrecking that woman's life, but Hillary Clinton is one of them. And my only point is, when it was politically expedient, all these fake feminists defended Hillary Clinton, and now that she's off the stage, they're like, oh, I can unburden myself. Just kidding. He's guilty.
Well, look. I don't think they're fake feminists, Tucker. I think they were compartmentalizing some of their feelings on different things. I know a lot of women who do not like Bill Clinton to this day, and are very critical of Bill Clinton because of the Monica Lewinsky scandal, and because of the other things brought up against him. And these are liberal women.
Chris, I hope that we have closed the book on the Clintons. And we'll see you back here on another topic. Thank you.
I think we have. Thanks, man.
Did you see how he got the dig in for Donald Trump? Listen, so let's vote in Joe Biden, the other creep, who's 100 times worse than Bill Clinton. You get where I'm going? But he had a dig that's night and day with unbelievable. Yes, I agree with Tucker that everyone should be held accountable. You can't, all of a sudden, even journalists and anybody that was sticking. No, they didn't want to lose power. That's why. Basically, that's the thing. The bottom line. That's why Clinton was attacking everybody that went against and were stating these allegations. She went full force on these women. And now she's standing up the hypocrite and saying the hashtag Me Too. She's standing up for that. What a disgrace. People are actually real dumb that follow this woman, right? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.